Hello again. In the previous episodes, we introduced the notion of online pseudonyms. We briefly touched on how they help you. In this episode, we will go into way more details about their benefits. Let's go! The first benefit of online pseudonyms is that they hide your personal information from third parties. These may be the ones you interact with directly, like the websites you visit. Or they could also be other actors which obtain your data, like data brokers. In the future episodes, we will dive deep into the different types of actors, how they get your information, and how they use it. For now, it is important to remember that once your personal information is out there, it may be used for all types of dubious activities, like scams, spam, or surveillance. And this is why it is crucial for you to hide your personal information and prevent it from getting into the wrong hands. The second benefit of online pseudonyms is that they give you the power and flexibility to revoke the information which you have already shared. Let us demonstrate this with an example. In the previous episodes, we introduced the website called maybeshadywebsite.com as a website which looks fun and interesting, but you are not entirely confident how legitimate it is. Let us go back to this example website we made up. All things in life come to an end, and so has your fascination with maybeshadywebsite.com. Now you want to cancel your subscription. You also want the website to forget all of your personal information they have on record. You may request the deletion through legal regulations, like GDPR in Europe. But you really have little insurance if the website actually fully complied, or if they already sold your data to someone else. On the other hand, if you used an online pseudonym, you don't really care if they did. You have the power to delete the pseudonym's email, revoke the payment card, even abandon the whole pseudonym itself if you want to. Then, the data which maybeshadywebsite.com keeps will be a dead end pointing to nothing. However, your Facebook, bank, Amazon, and other accounts will remain intact. So, revoking parts of the online pseudonym, or the whole pseudonym itself, is cheap. Whereas changing your real personal email is hard. Changing your real street address is quite difficult. And changing your name is nearly impossible. The third benefit of online pseudonyms is that they make you less vulnerable to cybercrime. In short, if malicious parties don't have your real information, it is harder for them to abuse it. The benefits may manifest in several ways. First, imagine that maybeshadywebsite.com's user database gets hacked. The stored identity is leaked, together with the addresses, payment cards, even potentially the passwords. If you gave your real-life information, now it's all in the hands of the hackers. You can imagine all the bad ways it can be used. If you, however, used an online pseudonym, you can cheaply revoke it all, like we explained before. Our second example, imagine that maybeshadywebsite.com indeed turns out to be shady. And yeah, who would have guessed that? They start spamming your email or try charging your payment card. Again, with an online pseudonym, you can easily stop their shenanigans and leave them empty-handed. The fourth benefit of online pseudonyms is that they facilitate your self-expression. You may find it easier to voice your opinion online with the safety net that you personally are not exposed directly. This is especially useful for marginalized groups of people, or in countries with heavy censorship. Of course, even behind the online pseudonym, you should follow the community and common decency guidelines. Furthermore, have in mind that the online pseudonym may not completely obfuscate your real identity, especially when interacting with government entities. These were just some benefits from using online pseudonyms. We will talk about some cases where online pseudonyms are not recommended in the upcoming episode.